My name's Mary Santanello. I've been an attorney for 15 years now, which is crazy. I do commercial finance, transactional attorney, nothing to do with litigation. I've worked in pretty much all big law firms. I started in New York, then moved down to Atlanta. Was down in Atlanta for about 10 years, and most recently working at Hunton Andrews Kurth. That's when I started doing my volunteer work with Georgia Justice Project. Georgia Justice Project has just been a perfect fit because, it's like the timeline is, again, not that, of course, this is a priority for our clients, that this is going to change how they can, go out in the world and get a job, find stable housing. I mean, it's so we have to be timely about it, but there's not a court, or a case that's live. So it's very much, I find myself doing my pro bono at 2 a.m. and it's okay because, it's much more flexible. It's about getting to know your client and telling their story. And so there's, more drafting involved instead of going to court and making appearances. As a transactional attorney, it's been just, I feel comfortable and competent doing this, which, yeah, you should if you're going to take on pro bono, but that's not always been the case. When it comes to me, it's more about getting to know my client, getting to know, thinking strategically, like what would be compelling if I was, sitting in the judge's shoes, like what would seat, what would they, what would make them think, okay, yes, obviously we should grant this order. And so it's more about storytelling and more about that kind of like, the things I like about being a lawyer. It's great to have something completely just opposite of my regular practice. It's interesting. I've learned a lot. I've learned so much about the criminal justice system and the post, like the part that there's so many among us walking out in society among us who have this trailing impact still dragging them along. It's just, I had no idea. So just learning so much about how that's interwoven with all these aspects of, not just jobs, not just housing, licensing, benefits, just how all of this works together. I just feel so educated in a completely different area of the law. So that's been exciting. To be able to be a transactional attorney and help a human and do something that is so life changing is just like, what kind of, how do you have that kind of opportunity? I mean, there's just that's very hard to find as a transactional attorney. So it's just amazing though to be part of an organization that's so thoughtful and so strategic and, really, I think filling a hole. Like there's just not a lot of organizations that do all of these things, and so comprehensively and think about it. So like not just doing this one little piece, but think about it, the whole big picture and how does all of it work together. So I just love being, I like to say I'm part of this organization, as a volunteer. So